Hey, Credo Mobile has a great deal for Majority Report viewers. Join America's only progressive phone company. Doesn't matter if you got a new phone or you got early termination fees, they'll take care of you. Go to credomobile.com/Majority Report. Look at the link down below, click it, use that coupon code. It is so essential that you contact your congressperson. If they're a Democrat, you tell them, you know, this whole plan that supposedly salvages cuts to Medicare is a ruse, and you tell them they must vote against fast-track authority. If it is a Republican, it's a little bit easier. You call them and say, oh, are you really going to allow us to have Obama trade? And the Heritage Foundation is watching you. The Heritage Foundation is now scoring this vote. And it's a little bit late, but you can go to obamatrade.com. The right-wingers have gotten on it. And hopefully, I mean, this thing is moving so quickly. Things are coming out of the Rules Committee. I got to be honest with you. I barely understand what is happening, and that may be giving me too much credit. There are multiple. The rules are such were set for this bill that TPA, Trade Promotion Authority, would be passed along with TAA, Trade Assistance. And the trade assistance supposedly helps workers who lose their jobs. They have to be passed simultaneously. But the Medicare funding for the TAA blew up in people's faces because it cut Medicare. So Pelosi, who was against the cutting of Medicare, supposedly worked out a deal with Boehner in which the bills would be separated and then contract so that it wouldn't look like Democrats were voting for cutting Medicare. It's unclear to me where that even lies at this point, but there was a bunch of other amendments that came out of this bill that apparently either could get rubber stamped in the Senate or wouldn't have to go back to the Senate out of Paul Ryan's committee, that bought a lot of Republican votes. And I'll go through the list later. But so there's so many moving pieces here that this is where activists can really play a role. And, you know, it's interesting. In The Hill today, they came out with 12, they had a piece on the 12 groups to watch in the trade fight. There was 6 of the trade supporters and 6 of the trade critics. AFL-CIO, Democracy for America, the EFF, the Sierra Club, National Resources Defense Council, and Credo Action. So head over to Credo Action and either sign the petition, use their tools to call your congresspeople. It's a big reason why I'm happy to have Credo Mobile sponsor the program, because Credo Mobile supports Credo Action. So we've talked about that. You can go to majority.fm and look up support our sponsors to get the deal. The deal's only going to last another couple of days. Go to credomobile.com/majority, or you can call them at 800-966-1665, offer code 501882. But we're going to take a break. More important than any of that is to call your congresspeople, push back on this. Push back on this big. Make it up. Make people pay a price. There's a lot of moving parts, and any one small cog that could break down is helpful. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who were with us at the beginning of this program today and heard me call Nancy Pelosi, well, ladies and gentlemen, Nancy Pelosi has just announced moments ago that she will be voting no, not just on the TPA, but also on the TAA, the trade assistance. This is big, big, big. That sounds like it's going to fail.
Feel free to send your IMs thanking Sam Seder for single-handedly making this result happen.
Wow, this is really...
If you heard that call earlier, you'll know Sam was very convincing, and the woman on the line just knew that this would change Pelosi's mind.
Wow. That did not... apparently, President Obama's visit did not happen. Yeah, people are pissed that the unions have been so mean. This is great. This is really great. This is from the Hill. We're now in a situation where Democrats are screaming at Democrats, where labor groups are lobbying progressive members to vote against trade adjustment assistance, where Democrats are being threatened with primaries. We need to get back to the debates that define us instead of the issues that are dividing us. Great. The best way to get back to those issues? Stop promoting the TPP. Fantastic. This is great. Wow. All right. I'm sorry. I'm just catching up on these on some of these threads. Pelosi gave that vote. Apparently, she just gave a speech on C-SPAN that just seemed completely incomprehensible. And part of it was because she didn't even know. She apparently didn't. I don't even know if she knew going into the speech if she was going to be for or against the TAA. But she just announced 14 minutes ago that she will be voting against it. And I guess it came out of that speech. The House right now, right this moment, is voting on the TAA. So we will get updates as they come in. Exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. Jim Clyburn, Steve Israel vote yes on the TAA. They are part of the leadership. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see. This is. I know I'm sitting here and it's not great to me.
This is from Podfish on Twitter. 3 cheers for @Majority FM striking the fatal blow by calling Pelosi's board press assistant.